Gear going against the YeaYea, and wow, a Guardian. I haven't seen anyone play Guardian except in 7 Esports, who
Yeah,
actually are
Alpha
not here today as well, if I think about it.
slacking. Another sponsored team, N7 Esports. Alpha, so strong. Leadface. And, wow, that's really bad of me. I'm forgetting who the third is.
Hmm? Leadface, Return, and Oppa.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's Return. My bad. My bad. Return, of course. Who can count out Return? Such a strong alchemist.
Alright, so Semmler the Riot here. He's going to do number 1 here for us.
Oh, yeah. Getting in here. Juho, I like this comp. You know, they're going for N7 Esports. It's actually like their old comp with the Gunner. So we're going to have to see how this works out here as Guardian Gunner. There's a huge potential for burst damage. Mr. 2 getting... What is Mr. 2 doing on a Vanguard? Is he manly enough? I don't know. We're about to find out as he did get deadly injection. Nice snipe with the taunt there. Going to get those rage stacks up. He needs to start putting some damage out there with the shield slam onto XD. XD going to be doing 50% reduced damage and heals with the battle shout. Mr. 2 just trying to get any kind of pressure out onto Vathor right now as Crew and Juho going 1-to-1, toe-to-toe, mano-a-mano. And this is not working out as Crew illusions into the goo. Not where you want to be, Crew. What are you doing? Mr. 2 just so close to death right now. They can sneeze on him. He goes down. And look at this. Zat all by him, his lonesome. Vathor. Yeah, you know, you had some pressure going out on the Vathor, but that is not what you want to have. And as Guardian right now, you know, with the chain heal, with the disperse, yes, she has the tools she needs to survive and make herself essentially unkillable. Chain heal scales with the damage you've recently taken. So it's like you do 40 damage, she's going to heal for 30. You know, it's ridiculous. So they need to change up their strategy here. And Mr. 2 really, you know, going with a Guardian crew on this, with Mr. 2 with the Vanguard and crew on a Seeker. This is really interesting. I have not seen them play this comp ever.
Well, we do know that there are top tier players likely to do have some practice with this, but yeah, definitely a big deviation of their normal. So big surprises in this map. I do recognize the name Joho now. Definitely somewhat of a better gunner out there, but look at Crew already taking so much damage. And they said Seekers OP. Who said that? But Mr. 2, he's going to be running around in here. Don't think that was a battle shout, but at the same time, I mean, even if he is very defensive in this fight, oh no, the goo going down on top of Mr. 2, and see it, kaboom, right there. Joho with the killing blow, I do believe, and Vathor again coming out on top. So this is definitely not the Zowie Gear team that we're used
They're
to
trolling.
watching.
They're trolling.
Are they that confident that they can drop an entire map before they get serious up against?
Yeah, they're trolling, dude. There's no way. Like, there's no way this could be their main comp. I mean, you know, obviously it's not their main comp, but they're trolling, dude. Mr. 2, knowing him, I'm sure he was just like, hey, let's do this for lulz and see how it works. You know, in the quarterfinals of a tournament, you know, for $5,000, you know, it's like, oh yeah, let's just, you know, goof off and see how this works out for us. As you know, he's already getting focused down. We got some solid damage coming out from Vathor, but there it is, chain heal into space, and Vathor was all healed up again, no problem at all. Juho sitting with the rockets, reflect this down. Mr. 2 eating quite a few of them. He does get caught in the ice there, so he, you know, not going to be having that mobility that he wants, but the lockdown out from Mr. Zant. Zant, though, taking an axe to the face. Cyclonic strike, great job by Vathor, but again, we have the goo coming out from XD, and XD under no pressure whatsoever. Mr. 2 and crew just melting, and they land, oh man, X strike. No, not X strike, but it certainly feels like it. Axe to the face once again, and just
the axe of Zex.
The axe, man, it's just too much. It's just too much. What are you gonna do here? X-Teen was under no real pressure that round, that final round there. I mean, X-Teen, what is this? X-Teen tanked 204 damage through 3 rounds. That's
through 3 rounds.
Ridiculous. Nobody touched them.
And look at their damage. I mean, that crippling goo, toxic, vile, deadly ejection. Yeah, he did actually more damage than half the other team.
That's the thing. You cannot leave an alchemist alone. Like Battle Alch, once the Battle Alch comes out, I mean, toxic vile is huge damage. You put that on there, and as soon as they start clumping up together, it does an AOE damage effect. So it's dotting for 1 on one person, but it'll start dotting for 2, 3, 4, you know, depending on the stacks, to all the teammates around them. So you start, you know, you get that in, you get the deadly injection in, and all of a sudden you're just ramping out damage, and there's not really anything they can do unless they start, you know, getting some counter pressure onto you. And XT, 204 damage tanked, what? Dude, the guy could have been like making some lemonade and chilling out in the sun in the meantime. You know, this guy, he wasn't under any kind of stress whatsoever.
He went off for some strawberries.
Like, dude, yeah, you know, milk and cookies like Cass. But Zat and Mr. 2, they need to pull something together here. You know, Mr. 2 and crew, they need to go back to the old strat if they're going to pull this off.
Well, yeah, we'll have to see what they want to run here, but obviously that combo did not work for them. It does remind me a lot of Team Dignitas because they run Herald and Scriff, which is obviously that top Vanguard. But the combo there is you put down that lockdown, and then you get a full-length charge running, and it's like 100 damage. Boom, no problem. Unfortunately, it does not look like YeaYea is interested in running their normal comp. Glutton, Inhibitor, Herald going up here against the Good Luck Have Fun GG champion team of YeaYea.
This is interesting, to be honest. I mean, they have the Rune Shield, so Rune Shield is going to pose a problem for Vathor. They're going to be able to shut down some damage coming from him. But Juho is still going to have free reign here. Of course, he has to deal with Wujus now at this point, but there's not going to be too much pressure going out onto Juho. So I'm wondering, what their plan is here. Maybe a rush down onto XD is in order here. As already, Crew taking a little bit of damage there. Already, about 80% HP. That is not where he wants to be. Meat Neat comes out, but it doesn't hit anybody. There it is. Juho collapse onto him. Crew trying to get some damage out, but he is getting kited like a boss right now. Earthstorm comes out, so projectiles will no longer be a problem for him as Juho is already sitting on the ulti. Mr. 2 just getting demolished right now. Silence into a full rocket, and Vathor there to wrap things up with the Cyclonic Strike, and that is it. Juho, Vathor, these guys, they're like, what, you want to mess with us? What are you talking about, kids? We're going to take you to school. As Crew and Zant all by the lonesomes. You got the lockdown coming out, but Zant, you're all by yourself. Nobody to combo with that. You don't have the man charge. You don't have anything at this point. Not even your life.
I see what you did there. But, YeaYea is coming out strong again. Joho, 500 damage. She had those rockets off at a fairly quick order, but 98 damage. Each one does 20, but it also does a light slow AoE for slightly less than that. So that means that she basically nailed every single rocket into Mr. 2's face that round. No problem there whatsoever. So Joho, Eckstein, and Vathor looking very strong here to move into the semifinals as YeaYea is doing this bizarro, weirdo comp thing of theirs. As Crew's going to jump in here, he has that Stone Shield already used. The Earthstorm coming out as well. The Stalagmite just missing. The charge missing as well. As Crew even done any damage yet. Meat Neat going to come out, going to be trying to pressure Xteen a little bit. There's the ultimate going down. Unfortunately, that's again not looking like a lot of damage. What's Mr. 2 doing? He's jumping around the place, already half health. Zian taking damage as well. Xteen does have an ult ready to go, and he could have thrown it onto Zian, but no, threw it down instead and landed that kill there on Mr. 2. Crew not looking so hot right now either, as Zian's going to be trying to keep him up, but we do got Joho ready to go with, I heard an execute was a fake. Tristra, oh, look at that. The big Bertha goes out, pushes him into the corner. It's not often you see EXs come out on a gunner, but that was really well timed on their part. Look at that CPS, man. 15 CPS. Good stuff.
Juho is going to have the time of her life, man. She's got Glutton to ping everything she wants off of. Glutton, a huge target, easy to hit with anything, basically, if you're a ranged character. So when you see a Glutton on the field, you're pretty happy as ranged. And Mr. 2, not putting the pressure out there. I thought we saw a good start come out from them at the start there, at the beginning. They both kind of collapsed onto X-Team trying to get some damage out there. But then, they kind of got split up. Crew was on his one target and Mr. 2 was on another, and that just did not work out for them. As Mr. 2, right now, already caught out a little bit deep. Vathor, going 2 versus 1 versus Crew and Zant, but he does have the chain heal, so he's not too worried about taking a lot of damage. As Crew, going to get out there. We have the ultis coming up right now. Double Cyclonic Strike coming out again. Zant under a lot of pressure right now, but once again, chain heal is there to save the day. Vathor able to heal up. He was 1 hit from death, able to heal up basically to full, healable HP. 40% HP, you can only heal that much. As look at this, Crew, Mr. 2, and Zant, they are sitting pretty. Zant is pretty low, but Mr. Crew and Mr. 2 are sitting pretty right now, trying to keep that pressure up there and not allow these guys to heal up once again. As Vathor, this burst is not going to get nailed. He does have his space to reposition himself, though, so working out in his favor as the rockets come out from Juho. Juho, just kind of spreading the damage out all over the place. Mr. 2 getting nailed and bleeding all over, and, man, Crew, this is not looking pretty for him. He is sitting in the corner. He does have Earth Shield. He does have the Runic... oh my god, Rune Shield, but it's just not enough. Zant unable to heal through the pressure. Crew just caught in the corner there, and that is not where he wants to be at all. We may have a counter kill come out, but no, barrier is there. We had the dispersion, and that is going to wrap things up here in this quarterfinal match. YeaYea getting knocked out.
I don't know.
Yeah. Does he have his mic on mute again?
Yeah, sorry, I had it on mute. Yeah. I was playing around with some of the free chase cameras with the smart camera there, but yeah, look at that. almost 2,000 damage in 3 rounds. A quick win here for YeaYea's, and that means they're going to move on here to the semifinals.